You wake up and your head is already full. You scroll, you worry, you stress, and by noon you are already drained. Why does your mind feel like a room that you never tidy up? It feels like you are trapped in a loop, doesn't it? You try to focus, you fail, you start again, but the mental clutter always wins. It is like your brain is a browser with too many tabs open, all playing noise at the same time. You feel stuck, overwhelmed, and tired even before your day begins. But what if you could press reset? Today we are not just talking about habits. We are talking about a daily mental detox. Your mind is the most valuable tool you own, so why are you letting the world fill it with trash? Let us begin. Lesson 1. Start your morning with silence. The first 10 minutes of your day decide the quality of everything that follows. But here is the problem. Most people lose the day before it even starts. The moment your eyes open, you reach for your phone. You see messages, bad news, and social media updates. You are flooding your brain with noise before you have even taken your first breath of fresh air. Think about it. Your mind when you wake up is like a quiet, crystal-clear pond. It is peaceful. But checking your phone is like throwing a heavy rock into that water. It gets murky, dark, and chaotic. You cannot see clearly anymore when the water is dirty. Starting your morning with silence is how you keep the water clear. It is simple, but it is incredibly powerful. When your alarm goes off, do not move toward your phone. Do not check your emails. Do not think about your to-do list. Just sit up, close your eyes, and breathe for 5 to 10 minutes. At first, it will feel strange. Your brain will try to pull you toward your phone. It will remind you of your tasks. It will try to break the silence. Ignore it. If you hold that space, something amazing happens. You stop hearing the world, and you start hearing your own voice. Take a man named Mark, for instance. He used to start his day by reading negative headlines while still in bed. He felt drained and anxious before he even started his work. Then he tried the silence habit. He spent 10 minutes every morning just sitting with a cup of tea, looking out the window, and doing absolutely nothing. He told me, "I stopped feeling like I was running a race the second I woke up." That silence gave him the power to make his own decisions instead of reacting to everyone else's problems. It lowers your stress, it makes your focus sharper, and it keeps you calm. Do this for 7 days. Just 1 week. You will see that starting the day in control is better than starting it in chaos. Your day belongs to you, not to your phone. Protect those first few minutes, and you will protect your peace for the rest of the day. Lesson 2. Write down what is on your mind. Think of your brain as a container. Every single day you drop things into it. A nagging worry, a random idea, a task you need to finish, or a memory from last week. At first, the container is light. You can move around, think clearly, and stay focused. But over time, you keep adding more. You add the unfinished chores, the argument you had with a friend, and the fear of what might happen tomorrow. Before you even realize it, that container is overflowing. When it is full, even one small new thought can cause you to feel stressed. This is why you often feel overwhelmed for no reason. It is not that something big is wrong, it is just that there is too much junk piling up in your head. The fix is simple. Empty it out every single day. Grab a notebook, find a quiet corner, and dump everything that is currently taking up space in your mind. It does not have to be perfect. It does not need to be a formal letter or a list with bullet points. Just write. Write your tasks, your frustrations, the things you are scared to admit, and the little ideas you do not want to lose. The moment you put these thoughts on paper, something changes. They are no longer an invisible weight dragging you down. They are now visible things outside of you. Once they are out, You can look at them, decide what matters, and figure out your next move. Think of it like cleaning a messy room. When clothes are thrown everywhere, you do not know where to start. But when you take everything out and lay it on the floor, you can clearly see what to keep, what to wash, and what to throw away. Consider the case of a student named David. He was always busy, but he never felt like he was making progress. His head was constantly replaying his to-do list: pay the bills, reply to that email, fix the leak, buy a gift for his brother. At night, he could not sleep because his brain kept looping through all those reminders. One day, a mentor told him, "Your brain is not a storage unit for to-do lists. Stop using it like one." That night, David took a pen and wrote for 15 minutes straight. He wrote down every single worry and task. When he finished, he felt his shoulders finally relax. For the first time in months, he fell asleep without fighting his own thoughts. Within a week, David noticed he was getting more done. Why? Because the important things were clear, and the noise had been cleared away. If you want a clean mind, make this a daily habit. Even 5 minutes of writing can be the difference between feeling trapped and feeling free. Lesson 3. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is not about pretending your life is perfect or ignoring your problems. It is about changing your perspective. It is about training your brain to spot the good that is already there, even when things feel heavy. Your mind is naturally wired to hunt for danger. That is how humans survived thousands of years ago. But in our modern world, this survival instinct often means you only focus on what is going wrong. Gratitude flips that switch. It teaches you to look for what is right. And the best part? When you start focusing on the good, you feel lighter. You stop living in a constant mental storm. Gratitude does not need to be a grand gesture. It can be the feeling of warm sunlight on your skin, a stranger holding a door for you, or just enjoying a quiet cup of coffee. Let me tell you about a woman named Elena. She had just gone through a really tough breakup and lost her apartment. She was living on her sister's couch and felt like her entire world was falling apart. She told me, "I cannot find one single thing to be grateful for. My life is a complete mess." I told her, "You do not need to start big. Just find the smallest, simplest thing." So she started small. Day 1, she was grateful for a roof over her head. Day 2, she was grateful for the tea her sister made. Day 3, she was grateful for a sunny afternoon. It felt a bit silly at first, but as her list grew, her mindset began to shift. After a month, she told me that her problems were still there, but they no longer felt like they owned her. That is the power of gratitude. It does not erase your challenges, but it clears away the dust of negativity that makes those challenges feel impossible. I once met a veteran who had seen some incredibly hard times. He told me that gratitude was the only thing that kept him mentally steady during his worst days. Every night, no matter how dangerous or cold it was, he would find one thing to appreciate: a warm meal, a letter from home, or simply the fact that he was still breathing. He said, "If you can find something to be thankful for in the middle of chaos, your mind can never be fully broken." Think of gratitude as a cleaning tool for your thoughts. It sweeps out the debris of constant complaining and lets the light back in. Make it a daily ritual. Write it down, say it out loud, or just feel it deeply in your heart. A mind that is trained to find the good every single day will never be poor in hope, even during the toughest seasons of life. Lesson 4. Declutter your physical space. Your mind mirrors what it sees. If your desk is buried under a pile of random things, your thoughts will feel just as scattered. If your room is messy, your focus gets messy too. Clutter is not just stuff. It is a collection of unfinished decisions. Every object you own whispers something to you. Fold me, fix me, file me, or use me. Why am I still here? Those whispers turn into mental noise. You do not hear them clearly, but you definitely feel them. That heavy, restless feeling you get when you sit down to work, that is the weight of your environment. A clean space is not about aesthetics. It is about protecting your mental energy. Start with the place where you live the most, your desk, your bedside, or your bag. Pick one small area. Stand in front of it and ask a simple question for each item. Does this help my life right now? If yes, keep it with honor. If no, let it go with respect. Create a staging box for things you are unsure about. You do not need to decide everything today. You just need to create some breathing room. Make a reset ritual. 5 quiet minutes in the morning and 5 at night. Put things back. Leave your surfaces clear. Let your future self arrive to a space of calm, not chaos. Use the one-touch rule. When you pick something up, finish its journey. Cup to the sink, paper to the folder, cable to the drawer. One touch, one decision. Peace. Take the case of a student named Maya. She was a hard worker who always felt mentally foggy. Her table was crowded with yesterday's coffee mugs, old notes, and tangled chargers. She spent 20 minutes cleaning it. She cleared the trash and organized her books. She left only her laptop and one notebook on the desk. When she sat down, her brain felt wider. She realized her mind was fighting her room. That is the power here. You are removing friction. You are lowering invisible stress. You are telling your brain that it is finally safe to focus. Keep it simple. Less on the desk means less on your mind. Design your environment to make the right action the easy action. When your space is clear, your path to focus becomes effortless. Lesson 5. Limit news and social media intake. Information is never neutral. Every piece of content you consume enters your mind and changes your internal state. Most digital feeds are specifically built to hijack your attention. They want you scrolling, comparing, and feeling angry or anxious because those intense emotions keep you hooked. When you take in too much, it becomes mental pollution. You start your day hearing the opinions of total strangers. You carry around heavy headlines you have no power to change. Your mind gets cluttered with arguments you are not even a part of. You do not need to delete everything, but you do need strict boundaries. Treat your attention like the front door of your home. Not everyone, and not every story, deserves to come inside. Create viewing windows instead of letting information drip feed into your day. Pick a specific time to check the news or your social apps, maybe after breakfast or before dinner. That is it. Outside of those times, the door is closed. Turn off notifications. Keep your phone face down or in another room. Make your feed work for your future, not against it. Unfollow accounts that drain your battery. Mute the people who provoke drama but never teach you anything. If you are going to let something in, pass it through 3 gates first. Is it true? Is it useful? Is it mine to act on? If it fails those tests, let it pass by. Your peace is far more valuable than the latest hot take. Think of your mind like a plant that only grows with clean water and sunlight. If you feed it dirty water every single day, it will slowly wither from the inside. That dirty water is the constant stream of gossip, scandal, and fear-based headlines. It weakens your focus, steals your calm, and fills you with unnecessary comparison. When you limit that intake, your mind finally clears. Your creativity finds room to breathe again. Just like a gardener chooses what his plants drink, you must choose what your mind consumes. Clarity is often not about adding more to your life. It is about subtracting the noise. Replace doom scrolling with something nourishing. A page of a good book, a quality podcast, or a handwritten note about your goals. Choose creation over consumption whenever you can. Your brain is a garden. Plant noise, and you will get weeds. Plant learning and gratitude, and you will get peace. Lesson 6. Forgive and let go. Resentment is the ultimate form of mental clutter. When you hold on to anger, your brain keeps replaying old scenes like a broken record. This steals focus from the life happening right in front of you. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It is not about saying that what happened was okay. It is about deciding that the past no longer owns your mind. You forgive to free up your energy. You forgive so you can finally sleep in peace. You forgive to bring your attention back to your future. Try this simple release ritual. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. Write a private letter to the person who hurt you, but never send it. Write down exactly what happened, how it made you feel, and what you needed at that time. When you are done, add one final line. I release this to protect my peace. Then, tear the page into pieces and breathe out slowly. Feel the weight drop off your shoulders. If the hurt comes back, repeat the process. Healing is not a one-time decision. It is a direction. Remember, you can forgive someone and still choose to keep your distance. Peace and personal protection can live together. Think of a man named Julian. For years, he carried the bitterness of a betrayal from a former business partner. Every time he started a new project, he felt anxious and suspicious. One night, he sat down and wrote that letter. He named the pain, he acknowledged the lesson, and he finally let go of the story. The next morning, his mind felt clear. Not perfect, but clear enough to make a good decision. Use this simple line when those memories try to bite. I choose my peace over this replay. Or, when you are dealing with someone difficult, just say to yourself, I wish you well from a distance. This is not weakness. This is true strength. It is mental housekeeping. It is choosing spaciousness over noise. As a bonus, this habit helps your English too. Write your release letter in simple sentences. Use honest, plain words. You will be cleaning your mind and sharpening your language skills at the same time. Lesson 7. Practice deep breathing. Your breath is a built-in reset button. It is free, always right there. Yet most of us ignore it. When you feel stressed, your breathing becomes shallow and fast. This is a signal to your body that you are not safe. Your heart rate climbs and your thoughts start to race. But slow, steady breathing sends the exact opposite message. It tells your brain, I am safe and I can think clearly. To do this, place a hand on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose and feel your hand rise. Hold it for a moment, then exhale even softer and longer through your mouth. Feel your shoulders drop. You do not need to count, just make sure your exhale lasts longer than your inhale. A longer exhale is the secret to a calmer mind. Use this as a tiny ritual. Do it before opening your overflowing inbox, before a difficult phone call, or right before you try to fall asleep. Just 3 or 4 rounds of this can completely change your state. If you feel your emotions running high, keep going until you feel that sense of space return. Many high-level professionals use this technique. Pilots use it before takeoff, athletes use it before the game, and performers use it before stepping onto the stage. They all come from different worlds, but they use the same switch. Slow the breath to sharpen the mind. If you ever feel anxiety hitting you in public, try this trick. Look at one object nearby and breathe slowly. Silently name 5 details you see. The shape, the color, the texture, the way the light hits it, and the shadows. This pulls your mind back to the present moment. Your breath guides you home. Make a daily moment for this. After you wake up, sit for 1 minute and just breathe. Let the day begin on your terms. Before you go to bed, do it again to tell your nervous system it is safe to rest. A clean mind is not always about thinking more or doing more. Often, it is simply about breathing better. Lesson 8. Learn to say no. Overcommitting is a silent form of chaos. Every time you say yes to something you do not mean, you are essentially opening another tab in your brain that you cannot close. Boundaries are your mental filters. They stop other people's priorities from flooding your headspace. Saying no is not an act of rudeness. It is an act of respect for your own time, energy, and focus. First, decide what is truly essential. What work must be done? Who are the people you need to care for? Which habits keep you healthy? Anything that threatens these priorities gets a calm, firm no. Use gentle scripts to make this easier. Try saying, "Thanks for thinking of me, but I cannot take this on right now." Or, "I am at capacity, so I have to pass this time. This does not fit my focus for this month. I cannot make it, but I appreciate the invite." Keep it short, kind, and final. You do not need to invent long excuses or feel guilty. Make a rule that protects you. For example, meetings must have an agenda before you accept, or social plans need a day's notice. If you feel pressure, the answer is no. Watch what happens. Your calendar opens up, your brain quiets down, and your best work gets your best energy. Consider a creative director named Sarah. She used to attend every quick meeting that popped up on her screen. She was exhausted and scattered. Then she started asking for a clear purpose before agreeing to any sync. Half of those meetings disappeared, her workload dropped, and her mood improved significantly. You can do the same. Ask, what is the outcome here? If there is no clear answer, decline politely. Practice these tiny refusals to build your strength. Skip that one email thread that drains you. Mute the group chat that pings all day. Decline the favor that is not yours to carry. Every no protects a bigger yes, your health, your family, your craft, and your peace. If you feel guilty, just remember, someone else's urgency is not your emergency. People who respect you will always respect your boundaries. Lesson 9. Spend time in nature. Your nervous system understands nature far better than it understands notifications. Trees do not rush you, the sky does not judge you, and the wind does not argue with you. Nature simply resets you. When you step outside, your brain shifts channels, from artificial blue light to natural light, from screen colors to earthy tones, and from tight, shallow breathing to deep, rhythmic breaths. You do not need a massive forest to make this happen. A local park, a quiet, tree-lined street, or even just a balcony with some morning sunlight will do the trick. Walk slowly. Notice the air against your skin. Listen for the sounds further away, the rustle of leaves, the birds, or the distant hum of life. Let your eyes rest on something green and still. This is not wasting time. This is essential maintenance. It is like charging a battery that you rely on all day long. Hospitals often build gardens for patients. Busy airports add indoor greenery, and stressed executives take their meetings while walking for a reason. Nature lowers your internal noise, so your judgment can become clear again. Carry a nature trigger to make this a habit. Keep your walking shoes by the door, hang a cap on the hook, or leave a note that says, 5 minutes outside. Make getting out the easiest choice you have. If your thoughts feel particularly heavy, Try this simple practice. Pick one tree and name 5 things about it. Look at its height, its color, the pattern of its bark, the way the light hits it, and the movement of its leaves. This pulls your mind out of yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's worries, bringing you right back to the present. As you walk, say a line to yourself. I am breathing in calm. I am breathing out the clutter. It is simple, effective, and it works. When you return inside, notice the difference. Your chest feels softer, your face is less tense, and your decisions feel kinder. Do this daily: small walks, short pauses, and regular sunlight. You are teaching your brain exactly where peace lives. Lesson 10. Consume positive content. Your mind eats whatever you feed it. If you begin your day with arguments, scandals, or endless social media comparisons, you shouldn't be shocked when your thoughts feel angry, empty, or drained. You need to switch your mental diet. Choose inputs that build you up. Select voices that respect your time and attention. Opt for ideas that leave you feeling stronger, smarter, or more capable after you put your phone down. Make your mornings sacred. Before you dive into the feed, try reading just one page of a great book, a paragraph from an inspiring biography, or listening to a short educational podcast. Keep it simple. 10 minutes of quality input is worth far more than an hour of noise. Use the open and upgrade rule. Every single time you open your phone, ask yourself, will this upgrade my mind? If the answer is yes, proceed. If the answer is no, close the app with pride. Curate your digital world on purpose. Unfollow the drama. Mute the people who only complain. Follow the teachers, the builders, and the calm voices. Your timeline should feel like a personal library, not a shouting match. Then, turn that motivation into motion. After you consume something good, do one small thing. Write a note, speak a sentence aloud, or send one email toward your goal. Learning combined with action equals mental cleanliness that lasts. Think of the top performers you admire. They all keep a go-to list of 5 things that always reset them. It could be a favorite chapter, a specific talk, 2 pages of their own notes, or a short guided audio. When their stress spikes, they do not go searching for distractions. They press play on something proven to help. Remember, your attention is a currency. Do not spend it on things that leave you feeling poor. Spend it where the return is peace, clarity, and skill. You are what you consume, so make sure you are feeding your mind the very best. Lesson 11. Practice single tasking. Multitasking might look fast, but it is actually a slow trap. Every time you switch between tasks, you pay a hidden cost in clarity. Every ping on your phone taxes your focus. Every just a second steals valuable minutes from your day. Single tasking is not old-fashioned. It is the hallmark of elite performers. Pick one task and define your finish line. Protect that block of time like you are in a high-stakes meeting with your own future. Close your extra browser tabs. Put your phone in another room. Open only the tools you need for that specific job. Make distraction expensive by removing it from your sight. Create a simple start ritual. Take one deep breath, sip some water, or write down a single sentence of what you are about to achieve. For the next 20 minutes, commit to only that. Your brain actually loves clear rules. Work in quiet waves, a short, focused stretch, followed by a tiny reset. Repeat. You are not looking for huge numbers. You are looking for a rhythm your body can easily remember. If your mind starts to wander, do not fight it. Just notice it and gently bring it back. No blame, no frustration. Every time you return your focus, it is like a rep in the gym that makes your mental muscles stronger. Look at the professionals operating under real pressure. Surgeons, airline pilots, and world-class athletes do not multitask when the stakes are high. They narrow their entire world down to the very next action. That is how they stay calm when the pressure is on. By doing one thing at a time, you stop the mental fragmentation that leads to exhaustion. You will find that you get more done, and, more importantly, you feel much less drained at the end of the day. Single tasking is how you turn chaos into progress. Give yourself the gift of total attention and watch how quickly the work gets done. Lesson 12. Reflect before bed. Your day should not end in a blur of unfinished noise. Instead, close it with clear intention. Reflection is simply mental housekeeping. You sort through your thoughts, put the day back in order, and allow your brain to finally switch off. Keep it simple and honest. Sit somewhere quiet, open a notebook, and ask yourself 2 gentle questions. What went well today? What will I do better tomorrow? Write real answers, not perfect ones. Small wins count just as much as big lessons. You are strengthening your clarity, not performing for anyone else. Empty any remaining thoughts onto the paper. The tasks for tomorrow, the conversations you need to have, or the ideas you don't want to lose. Once they are written down, your mind can stop guarding them. Finish with a quick body check. Make sure your jaw is soft, your shoulders are dropped, and your breath is slower than it was an hour ago. Tell your nervous system that you are safe now. Think of the way elite teams run an after-action review at the end of their shift. They ask, what worked? What didn't? What changes next time? There is no drama, only learning. You can bring that same professional power to your own bedroom desk. Use a closing line to seal the day, like, today is complete, and tomorrow has a plan. Close the notebook and let sleep arrive to a calm host. This habit also upgrades your English. By writing in simple sentences and plain words, you are training your expression and your peace of mind at the same time. Lesson 13. Meditate daily. Meditation is not about escaping your life. It is about training the mind that actually lives it. You are not trying to stop your thoughts or reach some magical state of nothingness. Instead, you are learning to notice your thoughts and simply return to the present. Catch, return, repeat. That rhythm builds real control. To start, sit comfortably with your eyes soft. Bring all your attention to your breath. Inhale like you are taking in calm, and exhale like you are releasing the clutter of the day. Thoughts will inevitably appear, but let them pass by like people watching from a window. Do not chase them, and do not wrestle with them. Just return to your breath each time. Every return is a rep that makes your mental focus stronger. If focusing on your breath feels difficult, use an anchor word. Think of a word like peace or calm and whisper it in your mind as you breathe. One simple anchor can provide endless stability. Even short sessions are incredibly powerful. A few quiet minutes in the morning, a quick reset before bed, or even 1 minute in the middle of a busy day. Consistency always beats length. This practice is used by top performers in every field. World-class athletes use it to steady their nerves. Surgeons center themselves before critical moments. And creative thinkers use it to enter a state of deep work. Different fields, but the same principle. A calm mind leads to clean, effective decisions. If you feel anxiety rising, pair your breath with your physical reality. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your back against the chair, and notice the air at your nostrils. Name what you feel in the moment and return. Presence is the ultimate way to dissolve panic. Try stacking your meditation with existing routines to make it effortless. Do it right after brushing your teeth, before you open your laptop, or immediately after you lock your front door at night. This habit also upgrades your English. End each session with one clear, confident sentence spoken out loud, such as, "I feel calmer," "I am ready to focus," or "I can handle today." Short, strong, and memorable. Lesson 14. End the day with a digital detox. Screens keep your brain wired, and the wired brain cannot fall into deep, restorative sleep. Without that deep rest, your mind never truly cleans itself from the stress of the day. Give yourself a screen-free landing zone before you hit the pillow. This is not a punishment. It is a form of protection. You are creating a quiet runway so your thoughts can finally settle. Build an evening menu made of real-life comforts, a warm shower, some light stretching, or a few pages of a physical book. Listen to soft music that helps you breathe instead of music that shouts for your attention. Keep the lights dim to signal to your body that the day is officially done. Move your phone away from the bed. Ideally, put it in another room. If it must stay, switch it to airplane mode and place it face down. You are the one in control of your night, not your notifications. Replace that late-night scrolling with simple rituals. Tidy up your desk so tomorrow starts with a clean slate. Lay out your clothes for the morning to remove one more decision from your future self. Fill your water bottle so you have a fresh sip waiting for you when you wake up. These small, thoughtful acts provide massive mental relief. Many leaders who carry heavy responsibilities use this exact pattern. They set a firm boundary for the evening. Once that line is crossed, there are no more emails, no news updates, and no major decisions, just recovery. They wake up feeling clearer because they guarded their night. If you absolutely have to look at a screen, reduce the stimulation. Lower the brightness, switch to grayscale mode, and avoid all feeds. Then, go back to the analog world. Speak a closing promise to yourself. I choose rest over noise. I choose clarity over scrolling. I choose tomorrow's strength over tonight's distraction. Say it softly and mean it. This detox is a gift to your English studies, too. Read one page out loud, or whisper a paragraph you wrote in your reflection. Let language end your day gently, and let clarity tuck you in. If you have made it this far, you already know the truth. A clean mind does not happen by accident. It is not something that life will simply hand to you on a silver platter. It is a state of being that you must fight for every single day, because the world will always keep throwing noise in your direction. It will always try to pull at your attention and tempt you to live in reaction rather than intention. But you have a choice. You can choose to live heavy or to live light. You can choose to carry the weight of the past or to clear it. You can choose to drown in mental clutter or to walk with space in your mind. These 14 habits are not just theories or nice ideas to think about. They are essential tools for your life. And tools mean absolutely nothing if you never pick them up and use them. Start today. Not all at once, just pick one. Do it with all your focus. Then add another and another, until keeping your mind clean feels just as natural as brushing your teeth. Because when your mind is clean, you think sharper, you act faster, you love deeper, and you live more fully. That is exactly what I want for you. A mind that is free enough to build the life you truly deserve. If this video gave you even a single moment of clarity, subscribe right now. Every week, I am here to give you more than just motivation. I am here to give you the practical tools to live with strength, peace, and purpose. Your mind is your home. Keep it clean, protect it fiercely, and never let the world leave its trash at your door again.